Guys, it's so good to see you again. Now, not everybody's going to know you, so we just need a quick introduction. So,
I'm Mark Tizoli.
and what do you do, Mark?
I do lots of stuff in the community. Yeah, I'm a football coach.
Excellent.
Yes, I'm also into small business. I do mentorship, both in schools and in the community as well.
Brilliant. Okay, William?
Yeah, my name is William. Also doing a lot of things in the community. As again, you say I'm also a coach, soccer coach. I coach the young ones,
Yep.
youth teams. Also doing mentorship in terms of drugs and addictions. Also do teaching in private school in the slum.
Brilliant. Okay, and last but not least, we have Mr. Nice and loud, Mr. Abdi, because you're very quiet.
My name's Abdi. I do coaching as
Yeah.
well. So I do a lot of stuff as well. Though I'm running a MD washroom back
Yeah.
at the home. So I do that's a part of community service and a lot of other stuff, including joining the guys in the restoration, doing the feeding programs. Yeah, whenever needed.
Brilliant. Okay, so just for today, for people that want to understand a little bit more about the football, so I'm going to focus on that, if that's okay. So over the last couple of years, we've been away, we haven't met together because of the pandemic. So a lot has changed. So what has changed since last time we were here?
Okay. We previously had a team from the young ones under 5 years to the senior guys of above 22, 23 years. But after the pandemic of the COVID-19, we had to drop the senior teams and focus with the youth teams, whereby now we are more into the youth football, trying to do mentorship and ensuring that we nurture the talents of the young ones, so that when they get to the older age of 17 and above years, we can also release them to bigger clubs.
So you're now focusing on the younger ones. So what happened with the older team? Why did that stop?
Yeah. Okay, the older team stopped because of the financial challenges. Yeah, we were playing the Kenyan Football Federation.
So it's quite successful. It wasn't that it was bad or anything like that.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, you got. How far up did you get up in the football leagues?
We were in Division 2.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a team that we brought the young guys since they were 15 years old. Some were 13, 14 years old. So we nurtured them until they were around 19, 20, 21 and above. So, and we slowly climbed up the ranks of the FKF until Division 2, whereby we only had around 2 steps for us to play the top Kenyan league.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So you're almost victims of your own success. Yeah. So how did the older players, maybe you can answer this, Will, how did the older players take it when you told them that you couldn't continue?
Actually, most of the players were very much annoyed with us, and they felt very bad that the team had to be stopped, and they keep on following us, still having the hope that one time the team will be back, but we had no option because the league had become so expensive, and so we had to cut it off from our programs since it had no maybe, if I can say, income. We would spend a lot of money only to just make the boys play. You know, as they went up, their demand kept on increasing. So we couldn't manage it, and so we had to cut it off. They were discouraged, but we had no option.
No, absolutely. So rather than just give up and walk away, you guys have started an academy for younger boys and girls, which is brilliant. What does that look like? How many people come along? Where do you meet?
All right. Of course, after the senior team, after we did away with the senior team, it took us quite some time for us to go back to the young players again. because even for us as coaches, it was not easy. Those are the young guys. We were more of a family, you know, than a football team, because we had brought them up since they were young. So it was also very emotional to us, but we really thank because we were talking to you guys, we had friends who were encouraging us. What you guys have been doing is so nice. So once again we gathered the strength, and we went back again to development, and we have all the children are from Kibera slums.
Yeah.
And of course we are grateful for the support that we are getting, because we managed to hire a field somewhere. So by at least the security,
Yes.
we are not distracted. So we get to focus more on developing them. And we have many of them from the slum. Actually, they just want to come, but we have some plans and guidelines. But at the end of the day, we have quite a number of them coming. And we train at Langata West Primary School at the moment. Yeah, and we are happy. We've got several categories, or maybe teams, if you may like, of boys and girls as well.
No,
Yeah,
that's
so,
absolutely brilliant.
yeah.
So what's your part in this, Abdi? You're a man that always seems to be fixing things or making things happen. Underrated. So what's your part in with the new teams?
I would say it's a new challenge for us as well.
Yeah.
Though I was so used to senior team, somehow it was a bit organized than and because it was not that much demanding. Because I was acting as a team manager,
Yes.
so managing the equipment in terms of pre-matching everything, it was somehow a bit easy. But now coming to the kids, it also takes a day before for preparation for the whole team to gather, for everything to go well. So far everything is good. As a new coach, as a coach now, as a,
But you're coaching as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm also coaching as now since I came to the youth kids, so I have to act as a coach rather than in a team. But at the same time, I have to, because we are working as an agreement, maybe consider some facts. Maybe if I'm not available at the moment, someone can do that. So
You can step in well.
Yeah.
So having the girls involved, can you tell us a little bit about Dorothy and how is that going? Because there's not that many female coaches, as I understand it.
Actually, Dorothy is a product of the school program that you're doing. The ones that we go to schools within Kibera, mostly private schools, whereby we do mentorship, and we kind of mentor those ones who are addicted to drugs and substances. So during that program, that's where we met Dorothy in one of the schools that we went to. After finishing her Form 4, she was just at home, and her being a footballer, so she asked like, guys, may I get an opportunity maybe to grow with you, to serve? And of course we were glad, and we gave her a chance. She came, and that is how the football team started. Apart from that, Dorothy is also a mom. Yeah, she's a single mother, a young mother as well. And you know, her being here in the team, kind of it's a very big encouragement to her, and not only to her but also to other many young mothers and also single mothers in the slum. So they it really gives hope and encouragement to so many of them. The young boys and the young girls seeing Dorothy, part of us, they also get to see like we are more focused, and we are not only focused with the male child, but they also, because most of them, they come from families where they have their sisters, so they see like the community we are really doing something good in the community in terms of touching all the genders.
So most weeks you have, from what I can see, over 100 young boys and girls come along. We witnessed that last week, and they were busy, clearly enjoying themselves, very engaged. If they weren't involved in football, what would they be doing?
We've had the scenarios previously, like I think you visited the program, the restoration program. Majority of the young ones, if they are not really occupied, they tend to get involved into drugs. And we want to make our community a little bit better in future, whereby these young boys and girls, they have some hope. Like when we keep them, when they train, they are away from the influence of the drugs. so they have a place to be. No, most of the time when they are out of the football field, they may tend to get involved with their peers and friends who are involved in drugs, and they get involved in abuse of the drugs, whereby I think this really affects our community. A child of 13 years being a drug addict isn't very good to mention, but we are hoping that this can keep them as they grow. You know, if by the time they are getting to 19 years, they can make sound decisions, than at the moment they are influenced. So if they are not at the field, majority will tend to be involved in drugs and other crimes like stealing and so on. So we having them in the field is very, very important.
How do the parents feel about it? Are the parents supportive? Are they pleased with what you're doing? Are they suspicious? What are their thoughts about what you're doing?
We introduced a culture whereby we want their parents also to be involved in this, because we want them to be part of the growth of their children. As they grow, it's not us, the coaches, who are the caregivers. Mm-hmm. We want also their parents to be involved. Some of them are taking it very positively. They keep on following us. How is the boy? Every time we go for a match, they want to know what time, how should, and that we think this is very important, because if they are not with us, then the parents should know they are not at the field, and they need to be monitored on how they are faring on. So most of the parents are happy with the program, and we are trying to bring the culture in them, because previously parents tend to think that being a footballer, you'll be the worst person, you'll be a criminal in future and so on. But now they are trying to change their mentality about it.
Maybe if I can just add something on what William has said. If these young ones, they were not in the team, you know, I think you've walked around, you've seen how the slum is in terms of housing, and you know, you live here, the next door is right there, and the walls, sometimes they're just made of iron sheets. Yeah. Some walls is just a piece of cloth, a bed sheet, or that's what separates the neighbors from the neighbors. So most of these young ones, if they were not in the team, apart from maybe the issue of drugs, we also have sexual abuses, which is going on in the slum. And you know, sometimes it's you know, you don't have to be raped for you to say you've been sexually abused, because you might find your neighbor maybe is watching pornography, and the young ones are just there, you know, the noise, those are kind of the stories we hear from them. And some we've also grown in Kibera, we've also experienced that. So to be honest, I think creating that time for them is very helpful for their mental growth and mental strength as well, and their social well-being as well. So I think it's really helping them a lot as young ones. Some of the community people, you know, we just live. We don't really care. We just live. At the end of the day, I'm just concerned about my well-being, about my own desires, without maybe thinking of how is it going to affect my neighbors, how is it going to affect this child. So that is one of the challenges that is there. Yeah, apart from that, talking about the parents, how maybe they are taking what you're doing. Most parents in the slum, they wake up. I don't know about the other ones because I've not traveled a lot. But you know, they wake up early in the morning, maybe let's say around 6. Some wake up at 10 a.m. in the morning. They go for their hustles. They come back again around 7 or 8 there. So you can imagine a 5-year-old, 7-year-old, they are just 10, 13. They are just, some parents, they leave no food. They leave, you know, they leave nothing at all. So they just go and come back. I don't want to say it's like they don't care, but it's life situation.
Yes.
Yeah, so they just hope, you know, the neighbor will just take care, and some neighbors, they tend to take advantage. So, like Willa said, now we are trying with the experience that we have, because we've been doing this for so many years. We are trying because we've seen that it's not something we can achieve by ourselves. So we are also trying, apart from working with the players, we are also involving the parents, and also letting them know the importance of what you are doing. Even if you won't be available, at least let the coaches know, let the child know, that the coach is around, and let us know that you're also living. The child will be alone throughout the day. So also we can do that kind of communication is what we've introduced, and to be very honest, it's working. It's really working.
We can see that. So, guys, we could talk all day. I could talk all day. We haven't got time to do that. We will talk again. But just on behalf of the people of Kibera, we just want to thank you guys for your commitment, your love, and the fact that you've just been doing this for a number of years and you continue to do it. We know that you're making a difference to a lot of young lives on Kibera. So, Sana, thank you so much.
Thanks also to you guys. To be very honest, you've really brought us from very far, and your encouragement, sometimes of course we know that you're not in a position to give financially, but the way you guys keep on following, checking on us, to be very honest, that is what magic in our lives, and we are so much grateful for that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Asante sana.